Jesus. Am I streaming? Yeah, I am. So I'm just letting y'all know, I'm really just reading the Player's Handbook for D&D because it's the 5th edition. Baldur's Gate, it goes by the 5th edition rule set. So, really, if anybody listening, anybody not listening, they don't matter to me. But anyway, I just doing this because I'm trying to figure out whether I want to be a bard or a warlock or a bardlock, and I'm probably gonna be a bardlock. Honestly, I'm just trying to decide now which class has the most benefit to me as a bard, because I know I want to be a bard. That's me.
I must keep going.
But I think I want to have that dark
No one's
aspect
stopped me
also
yet.
of being a warlock. And so far, so it's either the Fiend or the Great Old One. The Fiend. I'm gonna read all of them. You have made a pact with the Fiend. Wait, the Archfey is a first class, right? Your patron is a lord or lady. Hello? Yeah. Your patron is a lord or lady of the Fae, a creature of legend who holds secrets that were forgotten before the mortal races were born. This being's motivations are often inscrutable and sometimes whimsical and might involve a striving for greater magical power or the settling of age-old grudges. Beings of this sort include the Prince of Frost, the Queen of Air and Darkness, ruler of the Gloamin Court, Titania of the Summer Court, her consort Oberon, the Green Lord. How you say that? Hyrsam. 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 Yisam. Yasam, the Prince of Fools and Ancient Hags. Now, what I particularly looking at is their character features at certain levels. So it's the next one. The Archfey lets you choose from an expanded list of spells when you learn a Warlock spell. The following spells are added to the Warlock spell list for you. Now, the problem with Warlock for me is... But that's not a... Yeah, you gotta be Warlock. So the problem with just going straight Warlock for me is... And if you think about it, your Warlocks are kind of really your battle mages. So the problem is for me is they only have like literally 2 starting out and like 3 spell slots to fucking use from. 3, right? But the thing is I can't really I can't multi-class them until I get that blade, until I rescue the prisoner. So I gotta go to Moonrise Towers first. Okay. Yeah, the problem with them is you only have like extended amount of spell slots, but I think the benefit of them also is out of the magic casters, they are one that probably have the most melee potential, paired with probably College of Swords bards. But I don't want to do College of Swords because I have to see. I gotta see what the damage rolls is and everything like that because it's different in Baldur's Gate. Certain classes don't exist in D&D. But for the Archfey, for a Warlock, Fey present. Starting at the first level, your patron bestows upon you the ability to protect the beguiling and fearsome presence of the Fey. As an action, you can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube originating from you to make a wisdom saving throw against your Warlock spell save. DC, dice roll. The creatures that fail their saving throws are all charmed or frightened by you, your choice, until the end of your next turn. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. And the good thing about bards is, at level 5, my Song of Rest, all my spells can be replenished. So that's a good thing. So that's why I'm pushing this bard to level 5. And it might be to level 6, honestly. But I gotta see. But after level 5, I'm gonna switch back over to Warlock. I really just gonna try to do as much dialogue as possible without fighting. Because I want to explore the role playing aspects of this, but I don't want to go full bard. Because that's just not me. This is like my true character. You check like that, like my true character as a person in real life. I ain't evil and I ain't good. I neutral. I just like to fuck with shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the shit you see on screen, even my stats are like exactly like how I am, wherever. Okay. Misty Escape. Starting at 6th level, you can vanish in a puff of mist in response to harm. When you take a damage, you can use your reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You remain invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack or cast a spell. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. That's pretty dope. Beguiling Darkness. Begin at 10th level, your patron teaches you how to turn the mind-affected magic of your enemies against them. You are immune to being charmed, and when another creature attempts to charm you, you can use your reaction to attempt to turn the charm back on the creature. The creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your warlock spell save DC or be charmed by you for 1 minute or until the creature takes any damage. Dark Delirium, and this is why I do warlock. So if you played Baldur's Gate, there are certain effects and conditions you can impose as far as like area effect, and I mean like fog clouds, but what I really talking about is darkness. And I have over like probably close to like 600 hours on this game, and I didn't find out. Well, I knew there was a way to do it, a see through darkness, but I didn't find it until I looked up on BDG Tree, the wiki website. Not Fextra, the wiki Baldur's Gate Tree website.
Then we need to seek
There's a way to see through darkness because you get so many darkness acquired items as far as arrows. And my first playthrough, my first real playthrough where I made it to Act 3 was an archer. But I quit when I get to Raphael because I did not equip myself, and that was my fault because I didn't know why we're playing. But there's a ring that can, I know the name, I ain't gonna tell you, I look it up. The choice of yeah. But there's a ring that can allow you to see in darkness. Now what I want to do is I don't want to have to use this ring because I want to use another ring to boost my potential and my power and my magic power.
No, this is no drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true
basically all my stats are going to be geared towards me boosting my charisma and my magic and amplifying it. And all my gear that I'm going to wear is going to be for my melee and damage when they get in close. But the key with that is it's going to take a lot of finesse and smart work. Because you could really like get through a lot of this game without fighting.
I know.
You shouldn't.
And you're right.
You devil-looking fuck.
My story is one of two men.
You hungry, Anubis? Don't worry, I gonna go and get you chicken and rice. I gonna start cooking for you, baby. This is my dog. Look at the baby boy. His name is Anubis.
A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to
and I wouldn't say I love anything, but I like a lot of things. I don't really necessarily hate things or people or anybody. And I never wanted a pet, but when I seen him, he was not a pet. He spoke to me and he said, I need you. I want you to be not the shadow he left behind.
I'm all for it.
I gotta explore these dialogue options, honestly.
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting
Hold
the
on, I gotta
fancy
go to
balls and
Twitch
drinking
because I
from
don't have my
gold
second
goblets.
screen yet,
Father's the
and I
son of a
really ain't gonna buy it
blacksmith,
until I get
born
my
with
other
barely a
setup for my
coin in the
PC.
coffers. He made a
Because I'm
name for
finna
himself among the Flaming Fist.
literally
Brave as
build me
Balduran,
another PC.
stubborn as a deep
I'm
Rothay,
probably gonna show y'all how I
daring,
do it too.
outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time
I have
dueling my
one
father than
viewer.
I did
Are you
rubbing
gonna talk
elbows
to
with
me?
lords. Not to say I
No?
didn't develop a
Okay.
taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
I don't want to see you dance.
Yes, father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a
He's
duke.
missing
Vanquish evil,
one
maintain
important one,
order,
so
save
it's
the world.
technically 5.
But a duke makes
And then
bedfellows with more monsters than he slays.
those are not the 4
Father called
pillars
it
of power.
diplomacy.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
I really might go with the Archfey because the spells are just greater. And I'll be able to see in darkness, and that's very important.
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Do not trust Raphael. Is that plain enough? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Jesus. Okay, so with the fiend, right? I'm not gonna tell you about the fucking spell slots. Just know you really don't want it. You want it really for its class features at certain levels. So starting at level 1, when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier plus your warlock level, minimum of 1. So basically, and right now my charisma is at 19, and after this I'm about to go to the witch and make it 20, and that's that's with one ability improvement, right? But when I get to Act 2, I gotta go to Moonrise and take a Styron and do a little quest, and that's gonna boost me another 2. So I'll have 17, 2, 19, so it'll be equaled out at 20. I won't have to use an ability improvement on level 4 for my feat. So I could use another feat. I'm probably gonna go with Spell Sniper. But by then, I probably gonna be on level 7. So honestly, I probably go maximum out to level 6 right there and then get to level 7. Get the ability modifier. And I need, if I do Warlock, but I don't want to do Warlock, so I just do my 2 levels. I'm just gonna do my 2 levels in Fighter. Get out of the way. Yeah, I gotta be a Fighter. 2 levels in Fighter for the action surge. And by then, I'll have my short rest, I'll be fine.
Take a single step towards him. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But
But,
the devil won't
and at
take
level
just
6,
anything.
starting at,
He'll
it's called
take
Dark One Zone
everything.
Lock. Starting at 6th level, you can call on your patron to alter fate in your favor. When you make an ability check or a saving throw, you can use this feature to add a D10 to your roll. You can do so after seeing the initial roll, but before any of the roll's effects occur. What? So that's really like charisma modifier right there. That's dope. So can you rewind the dice? Technically, if you don't like the roll, you could rewind the dice. Uh, Is that what that means? Yeah. Wait, no, no. You can do so after seeing the initial roll, but before any of the roll's effects occur. So basically, you just see the roll before it happens. And you can use it as a short or long rest, and I'll have that by then. Fiendish Resilience. Starting at 10th level, you can choose one damage type. When you finish a short or long rest, you gain resistance. I don't really care about that. Honestly, I have ways to get rid of that. I have alchemy in this game, and I even tapped that. I'm just working on stealth with other characters, but I just want to do it with the magic. And then you have Hold True Hell. Starting at 14th level, when you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to instantly transport the target to the lower planes, which is Hell. The creature disappears and hurtles to a nightmare landscape. At the end of your next turn, the target returns to the space it previously occupied of your next turn. So that would only work if I had enough power to do that to a boss. Got rid of the underlings. So who would I do that to, honestly? Would I do it to your gear? Yeah, I would do it to your gear. And when he came back, would he still be surprised if I did it out of stealth? Okay. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage as it reels from its horrific experience. Once you use this feature, you can use it again until you finish a long rest. The Great Old One. Your patron is a mysterious entity whose nature is utterly foreign to the fabric of reality. I ain't read this one. It might come from the far realm. It
My
might come
father
to the
once
far
said,
realm, the space
one
beyond
does not
reality,
pursue a
or it could be one of
champion's
the
life.
elder gods known
One
only in
merely answers
legends.
its
Its
call.
motives are
So it was
incomprehensible
for
to
me.
mortals, and its knowledge
After my
so
exile,
immense
I
and
was
ancient that even the
hunting near the
greatest
cloakwood.
libraries pale in comparison
I
to
heard
the
a
vast
child
secrets it
crying
holds.
out from a lone
The Great
farmstead.
Old One might be
I
unaware of
found
your
him in the
existence or
fields,
entirely
flanked by
indifferent to you,
goblins.
but the secrets you have learned allow
His
you to draw your
mother's
magic from
corpse
it.
bled into the
Entities
soil
of this
next to
type
him. I
include
don't remember much of
Gandar,
the
called
battle,
that which locks,
but I remember drying the
Daruzdan,
boy's
the chained
tears
god,
after.
Dendar, the night serpent, Zargon, the returner, Great Tulhu, and other unfathomable beings. Okay, okay. Expended spell list. This is what I'm interested in. And clairvoyance. So I don't need these because I already get this from my bard class. Awaken mind. But let's see what the class features are because I could change my bard class to a college of swords if I get enough. Starting at first level, awaken mind. Your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the minds of other creatures. You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet. You don't need to share a lot. Yeah, yeah. Entropic ward. At sixth level, you learn to magically ward yourself against an attack and to turn an enemy's failed strike into good luck for yourself. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll. If the attack misses, your next attack roll against the creature has advantage if you make it before the end of your next turn. Once you use this feature, you can use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Thought Shield. Starting at 10th level, your thoughts can be read by telepathy or other means unless you allow. You also have resistance to psychic damage, and whenever a creature deals psychic damage to you, that creature takes the same amount of damage that you do. Ooh. Create Creatral. At 14th level, you gain the ability to infect a humanoid's mind with the alien magic of their patron. You can use your action to touch an incapacitated humanoid. Wait, I thought you gain the ability to infect his mind. Oh shit. You can use your action to touch an incapacitated humanoid. That creature is then charmed by you until a remove card spell is cast on it. The charm condition is moved from it, or you use this feature again. You can communicate telepathically with the charmed creature as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence. Hmm. Okay. Eldrick. Okay. This is what I need to find out. Yeah. Well, you ain't that bad, but you still need to give you a bot. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drawing the boy's tears after.
No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world.
If
But
an
what of the
Eldritch
others?
invocation has
The
prerequisites, you can
children
beat
never
them so long. Yeah,
saved,
yeah, let me pray.
the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I
When you
finally
cast
saw the
Eldritch Blast,
suffering
add your
wrought by the
charisma
villains of
modifier
the
to the
wild.
damage. And what do you
The
do?
frontiers
What
demanded
it
a
is?
blade, and so I heeded.
Did they say you half it and then you half it again for the dice rolls? It says when you cast Eldritch Blast, add your charisma modifier to the damage it deals on a hit. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material components. Now that's deep. Ascending step, you can cast Levitate on yourself at will without expending. Oh shit. You can cast Speak with Animals at a big island. Oh shit. You gain proficiency in the deception and persuasion skills. I already have that though. Bewitching Whispers, prerequisite 7th level, you can cast Compulsion once using a Warlock spell slot. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Compulsion. Okay, Book of Ancient Secrets, Pact of Tome. Prerequisite. You can now inscribe magical rituals in your Book of Shadows. Choose 2 first level spells that have the ritual tag from any. Oh, the spells appear in the book and don't count against the number of spells. You know what the book is? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pact of Chain, you can hold monster at will, targeting a celestial, fiend, or elemental without expending the spell slot or material components. You can, mm, you can see Light in Darkness. Normally the first magic unknown to a distance of 120 feet. And that's what what's that with? And it's got Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical to a distance of 120 feet. That's big, but that's packed up, but that's already like the prerequisite. You can cast Confusion. Eldritch Sight, you can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot. Eldritch Spear. So now certain things are in a game, but you get so overpowered you don't need them. The Frontiers of Mana Blend, so I eat it.
It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. Ah, but that story is reserved for
I'm gonna
lifetime
say for this
friends
game,
and
I don't know.
calmer
I just
days.
think I like Drow the best, honestly. No matter like what class I pick, besides if it's like, not even if it was monk, like I like Drow the best. So,
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few
and I gotta
bumps and
restart my
corners in
Nightcrawler
unmentionable
profile,
places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet.
honestly, because I didn't
Be
do it
my
right.
mirror. What do you see? Then I'll fight ever harder, be ever
There you
stronger,
go, brother.
till
You
my
made your
deeds
pact.
eclipse my
You're a fucking
appearance.
warlock,
The
and it
people will
shows.
see a
And that's the
curiosity,
thing.
maybe even a
Now,
beast hungry for their
his kids,
souls,
I think, are
and
going to
I
be
will
like
slay their
tiefling.
monsters,
They're
keep
going
them
to resemble
safe, and
tieflings.
one day they will see the blade of
He literally
frontiers again.
introduced that into his bloodline when he made that pact with Mazora. And I think with him, I'm gonna do two playthroughs at the same time. It's gonna be my stealth archer playthrough, and it's also gonna be a dark urge rogue playthrough. Let's get out of this pack.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start,
And the
other
dark
than play
urge
her
is
games and play
probably
by the rules.
going to be.
That's the only language devils listen to. There could well be. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no
I'm
harm.
sorry if I skip in,
She'll
but
have to let me
I
out of my
actually have
pact
subtitles
willingly.
on, as you can
The
see.
only way out is
So
if
I
I
had to
can
really.
out-bargain
That's my
her.
problem. Like
We're
I had to read
standing here
it
with
before
nothing
they
but the
say it,
clothes on our backs and the worms in our
and it
heads.
takes the excitement out how they just say it. But the good thing about this game is these fucking characters have facial expressions, which is amazing. Like legit fucking facial expressions and ticks, except my character. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's out, but he a handsome motherfucker. Boy, you look pretty, boy. I make you right. You look a little too pretty. I need to make you ugly. Then we're out as if I can out bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can beat her if we put our worms. I just feel that we should.
That has been its tragedy.
I really want
I've
to fuck
saved so
Mazora,
many with the
honestly.
talents of the blade. And without the pact,
I want to fuck
I'm just a
Mazora, and I
man.
want to fuck Shadowheart.
What good is my blade then when it's too dull to split monsters? What good is a flame when a mere breath snuffs it out? Make some room, and I'm...
And if I do the Warlock, do I have any left? No. Long rest, because I don't have time. Who wanna talk to me? Gale, gay ass. Let me try to romance you, mama. It's okay.
Something the matter?
Can't get them all. That's why I don't talk to nobody. I just to be me. Don't try to get nobody. Try to get my money. That's what you're telling me.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
Sure. You certainly have a feminine mystique about you, my dear. Must be no harm in a little mystery, don't you think? You don't want to talk about yourself. We have to rely on each other. Honestly, yeah,
Conversation
just
shouldn't
looking to
be
make a
made.
conversation.
It should be grown. Let the seeds sprout in their own time. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well. Fine. What's on your mind?
What does it take to get in those fucking jeans? Fine, what's on your mind? You must have thought about all those stores. What you do if you actually manage to remove the topos?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
Come on, mama, let me follow that ass to the mall. Take you home, let me jiggle my balls. And give me your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that ass to the mall.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have
Oh, we
separate
gonna
lives to return
survive.
to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there.
Honestly, like,
Someone
I
I have to
really want
reach.
Bone Carlac.
As soon
That's
as
why I
possible.
created the Nightcrawler Tiefling dude. But she's still so fucking stiff, brother. Maybe I need to like boost my strength or something. What if I do? Okay, I already know how I'm gonna start that over. Yeah. Yeah, I know how I gonna start that over. I do it wrong. And I still gonna be able to teleport all over the place and be a ninja. I just gonna have more power. Okay, that's perfect. There's something for me that's I want to reach as soon as possible.
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Come on, baby, let me roll the dice. Let me see something. Come on. Let's just say it's very personal. You must have thought about it.
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one.
Oh, baby, fuck surprises. I
Kindred
about to
spirits are
pull out the
few and far
fucking
between
midget,
from
the
here.
fucking miracles and magic on your
Besides,
little ass.
you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your
Facts.
praises? I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really.
There we go, mama. Tell me something I want to hear. And let's make friends. Let them dice. Oh, fuck. Nah. I got any inspiration? Please tell me. Yes. Please. Is there a god of charisma? And what would he be called? Cupid is a god of love. Aphrodite is a god of beauty. The, who is the god of charisma? What would... Buddha? Would that be Buddha? But Buddha didn't really use his words, he used more of his actions. Well, Yes. No. Yes, yes, yes. On a dot! Okay, I'm gonna take you out. Just give me a second.
You're not going to let this go, are you? I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her
Let
teachings
me
and her
look that up.
followers. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please
Charis
don't make a big fuss
in
about
Greek
it.
mythology is one of the Charites, ancient graces or goddesses of charm, beauty, nature, human creative infant. Charis also don't care beauty or splendor. Adonis. Nah, not Adonis. Charm.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. All right. As I said, Shah is my patron, my mistress. Goddess of darkness and loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step
That's some
beyond
real
fear,
ass shit that she just
beyond
said.
loss. In darkness, we do not hide,
For real, for real.
we act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight
Yo,
heretics
graces.
wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before
The
they embrace Shah's
Charites.
truths.
Singular charis or graces were three or more goddesses of charm, beauty, nature, human creativity, goodwill, and fertility. Hesiod names tree Aglaea, which means shining, Ephrosyne, joy, Thalia, blooming, and names Aglaea as the youngest and the wife of Hephaestus. What? And Roman mythology, they were known as the Gracia, the Graces. Some sources use the appellation Charis as the name of one of the Charites and equate her with Aglaea, as she too is referred to as the wife of Hephaestus. The Charites were usually considered the daughters of Zeus, and that probably is true because Aphrodite was actually married to Hephaestus, but she was caught having an affair with one of the other gods. It might have been Ares or one of them, Ares or somebody. And what Hephaestus fashioned a net to catch them in the act, and it did. And all the gods and goddesses came out, and I think Poseidon put a stop to it, and he made them feel shame on both sides, the gods and goddesses for laughing at their affair and coming together. But yeah, what the fuck was the penance to shout out to Nicola mythology? There's often suffering and death. Many people break their embrace Shah's truth.
You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing myself. But yes, once we've
Okay.
saved ourselves, we can talk more on this. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden now from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
So you know more than you were letting on before. Hope you be more honest in the future. Why would Shah subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me.
Fox, I don't like
Lady Shah
liars.
considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
Fox, why does shit hurt
It's
you
difficult
for?
to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell. What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Yeah.
It's a deal.
Ooh.
No, I can't.
I
I
like
mean,
that.
I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Why? Okay. Anybody gotta talk to Gil Loss again, brother. Like, bro, he be fucking. He on this git on T-Man. I'm sorry. No, he's on this. He likes me, but I don't like him like that. Never, not even in a game. I'm sorry. Even if it's a character that's like that I control. No, never, never.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
For the seldom purpose of prayer, Mystra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
Magic is poetry. Magic is music. Magic is beauty.
Fair enough. Though in the end, we're still playing the same composition. Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together. Always a pity when opportunities slip us by.
I don't give a fuck.
Good night.
You gonna try that little weird shit. Sorry, not my gig, brother. But let me see what Karlak talking about. Where is that red tiefling babe? Like, imagine if you lived in a universe like Dungeons and Dragons and you had other races
Hey,
that
soldier.
you could like actually like mate with, or just like have casual sex with that thought you were like attracted.
You did? Wow,
Come on.
that was sound of you. Why'd you do it? Glad to be counted among them. Really glad. Wish I could have been there to watch those Ignots crumble, but I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I found a way
Wow,
to calm it down.
isometrics do actually kind of work.
Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. A Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Let's go find your friend before I blow a gasket. Lead on.
It's time to get you more food. You looking skinny. I think I need to I need to start. Yeah, you growing. And I need to give you more food. Good food. time it is. I need to go to that Chinese market and get a rice maker. And then I need to go to Kroger and see if it's open. Okay. Videos, creating videos. Fun though. Yeah, that's good. I ain't turning the stream out because I don't be recording.